And good evening, all you fantastic people. Silver Dragon here, coming back at you with some more X4. Going to be somewhat continuing where we last left off. Now, I have since let the good old Seder run for a little while so we could get that damn super complex basically finished, well, as much as one can. We still have more than likely a lot of additions that I will add on to it. We are currently installing the storage units basically to improve on that aspect because we are like completely out of storage on that damn thing. So that is the main thing going on there now. Unfortunately, in the in between, we did lose two ships. One of the traders and the Nevidium miner Bravo there or whatnot, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? Alright, but if I go over to the wharf here now, most of it has been constructed. We're straight on down to the L storage containers. I have also somewhat adjusted the total of both the hull components and engine components that should be stored. So all of this down here is now finished, but we will probably expand upon that again later on. Once all the storage and the defense platforms have been built, I will probably, I will probably tweak it further so that we can store, make some more hull parts and engine parts, because right now we're even with this, we're still only producing enough engine and hull parts to do maybe like 5 to 10 small class ships an hour, which isn't that much, but hey. We're working on it. We're slowly getting there. Right, I think part of what killed off one of my ships was a Xenon K in the Fires of Defeat, but it looks like they dealt with it. Speaking of which, we really need to find and kill one of the Ks. Problem being, they're all kind of in positions where I'm not going to be able to easily defeat them. I should really grab one of the rattlesnakes as well. How are we doing here? Looks like they've done a pretty good job securing this sector here. So the Argonne have fought back quite heavily there. They're even still trying to build factories, several factories, in Patriarch space there. So the Patriarchs have actually lost quite a bit of territory already. They lost Family New, they lost 11th Hour. A few other locations aren't looking too good for them there, so hey. What do we have around here? Just literally ore, that's it. That's all that this sector has is ore. Got police chimeras, among other things. So we have made a little bit of extra money as well, and I actually haven't taken any... I haven't transferred any of this in a while, so that's 10 million right there. Let's check you. How much money do you have for me? Not much, but hey, it's a couple million. I'll take it. Alright. So now I really need to figure out what I need to do here for an end goal, per se, because right now a lot of it's just waiting. I definitely need to make more money, but the question is what's really needed, honestly. Yeah, because the refined goods down there is selling engine parts. This one needs engine parts, but I can transfer those from my existing factory. Let's take a look at these ones here. So quite a few advanced electronics are in demand here right now. And smart chips, but smart chips aren't really worth that much. Or, yeah, they're only worth 69 credits apiece. Advanced electronics, however, are worth quite a bit. You also want to buy that. Okay. So there's quite a few locations then where it's in demand. Over here, not so much. How about down here? Yeah, they want 140,000, or well, not 140, 14,000 there. You want another 9,000 there. 24,000 engine parts. You as well. You don't really want to buy any advanced electronics. You're good. You, on the other hand, want to buy quite a few. So that being the case, what do I actually need for that is the question. Let me pull up the old station calculator here and take a look. Advanced electronics. Advanced composite. So that needs energy cells, microchips, and quantum tubes. Quantum tubes, quantum tubes. Whereforth are thou, quantum tubes? I am blind. There they are. Okay. So the advanced electronics fact there is producing. But no one nearby is... They don't want to buy it either, that's the fun thing. No one's producing it, but no one wants to buy it. You want to buy a few of them, but yeah, other than that... Not many actually are selling it either, which is annoying. It's really hard to tell what we need in the market here. Obviously, I can see that quantum tubes is something that's at a bit of a... not too many are selling them, but at the same time, not too many are buying them, so that makes it problematic, per se. This guy's finally selling some quantum tubes here. And a pretty decent amount of them at that. The question then is, where would I build that if I wanted to? So I'd have to give them a couple of trade ships to actually go pick up those resources if I really wanted to produce them. And how much would I actually make for doing that, though, is the question. So it only produces 300 electronics. So if I wanted to throw 4 advanced electronic production, it would cost me quite a bit in expenses, actually, to be honest. It would cost like 900 an hour. So 900,000 an hour, and I'd only get about 243,000 profit, give or take. And what if I wanted to add those other additional productions on there myself? Let's see. Of course, this is where, again, I build far more, like, multi-tier, what the hell, like, complete enclosed productions rather than just one single unit. So again, the cost just keeps going up and up and up, and the amount of money I'm making from that isn't all that great. Energy cells, they're relatively cheap anyway. It's always good to sell them, though. Graphene, silicon wafers are required for that one. And finally, superfluid is required. So I would need helium, methane, and silicon for the basic resources. And even then, and that's for going for a facility that has four advanced electronic productions per se. So I'd need helium, methane, and then silicon. What do we have in Silent Witness? We have hydrogen in Silent Witness. How about up here? Have I not deployed any probes around here? That's unfortunate. Tikvaz has no resources anyway. I have deployed multiple resource probes around here. Didn't really much. Here we go. Helium, methane, and silicon. So everything that I need is basically right here if I wanted to do that. So it's potentially 1.8 million. The problem being that I don't really think I want to focus on just one thing. If I'm going to produce a lot of it, I should probably produce several different types, if at all possible, I should say. Because we have quite a few resources here. The main issue being they don't really buy those out here. You do buy a little bit of advanced electronics, so what else? Smart chips. Let me add smart chips on here just to see. Just to see what that would add onto my list here. Where the hell is smart chip production? There it is. So the only thing would be it would require a additional silicon wafer production. You can actually produce quite a few smart chips, but how about refined metals? Yeah, they're buying quite a bit of that. So I could throw another one of these out there. The actual cost of it would be fairly significant. It's about 12.8 million in parts and such to build. Not to mention the actual miners and all that I would need to add on to it. Plus everything else. But it would still only need helium, methane, and then silicon. So our end productions would be... Actually, we're producing quite a bit of extras for everything else as well. Microchips, quantum tubes. Is anyone buying that? Oh, they're selling it here, though, in bulk. Yeah, so I won't really be able to use those as end goals per se for reselling, but hey. They're buying an absolute ton of smart chips around here. In that case, how many more could I add? I could add basically as much as I wanted for that. I can bring it all the way up to 3,000 an hour for smart chips. Alright, sure. Why not? Let's go ahead and see about producing this then. Right. Manage plots. Let's see. How wide do I want to make this thing? I'm gonna need quite a bit, so I'm gonna... how much do I want to make this? Let's go ahead and crank it all the way up to 4. That's probably a lot more than it needs to be. Yeah, no, that's definitely a lot more than it needs to be. Okay. 300,000. Sure, why not? Buy the license. Okay. Now, let's start with the good old dock modules. Whoops. You're a slight pain to adjust, my friend. But hey, there we go. Okay, now. That being the case... Hey, how's it going? Space! Got too earthy here today? Alright, let's get a... There we go. Attach those. Okay. Now, we're not going to need any liquid storage. They need to do a once-over on the Empire-wide AIs. Let's see here now. That's not gonna... Not quite gonna work there, I don't think. I'll leave you down there for now then, that being the case. Okay, let's do it the usual way. So we'll start off with basic production. Actually, that is going to be a basic production, isn't it? Technically, yes. Shit. Okay. That being the case then, how about I do this? What if I remove you, drag you back? If I do something like this, I could even reverse that. That doesn't look too bad, now does it? And I could even do this, actually, yes. Oh. There we go. That's not terrible looking. Alright, what do we need here? We need 2 silicon wafer. I also need some basic storage here, so let's get that done first. Gonna need at least 1 solid storage and multiple container storages. Production. At least 2 silicon wafers. Superfluid. Love to throw up here, but I can't. One graphene. Okay, what else? Two microchips and a quantum tube. That should be good. Okay. Let's rotate it like this time then. Come on. There we go. Alright. I need... how many? I need 8 more units. Rotate, rotate, rotate. There we go, that's one. And that's that one. Okay. Let's see. Production modules. I need 4. I'll do 2 of each just to start with. Then the last 2. Where is... there's a smart chip. Okay. One smart chip there. We'll get the last of these done. And then finally, the last 2 smart chips. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but hey, it gets the job done. Let me check the logistical station overview here. Methane, helium, and silicon. It provides smart chips and advanced electronics. That should be fine. Okay. Good. You figured out why Hop is so ungodly expansionist compared to the Xenon, and why Zareth rolls on its back and plays dead. Oh? Oh, ergo, I see. That's true, that's true. I mean, the Patriarch, I could definitely agree with the Patriarch forces, considering how powerful they were supposed to be. They're basically chumps right now. Where is my builders? You're not doing much of anything there, my friend. I choose you. Get over there and get to work. They need comparable AI objectives or give Turtle Empires more turtle strats. Yeah. True enough, I suppose. So this is an advanced electronic and smart chip production plant. Hopefully it'll make me some decent money, but we'll find out. Investment's a bit up there, but hey. Although the construction budget's always a lot higher than I expect it to be. But it is what it is. Right, let's take a look here. How are we doing at Grand Exchange? I've been so busy constructing this. How are we doing over here? We're still only 11% on the actual module here. God knows I really need to get those storage modules done. How are we doing in the logistics here? Because I did assign a lot more. Looks like hull parts have gone up quite a bit, which is good. We're up to... well, actually, no, never mind. We've only got about 5,000 hull parts. Because I quite heavily increased how many of these I wanted to allocate to storage. Engine parts are the same. Yeah, we must have built one of the new storages there, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to slide those bars anymore. Yeah, no, I'm putting the automatic sell amounts way up there, because I don't want to sell that at all. I need to use it to create my own shit. Speak of the devil, let's see about building some ships. So I still need more engine parts. Yeah, no, I agree with you then in that regard. So right now, hull part production is pretty decent. Engine part production is not. Let's see, where are we at with that right now? Hull part wise, where's the engine parts? Somewhere on my gigantic effing list here, I will find them. There it is. So we got 3 hull parts, 2 engine parts. We are currently doing about 4,700 odd hull parts and 2,400 odd engine parts. The AI has all these awesome choke points they could use, and there's a lot of things like that when it comes to controlling space. They don't really do a very good job of it at all. I mean, when EgoSoft did Albion Prelude and added in that war system, it was very not really all that well done. And the same could still be said for this, in that sure, they'll battle each other, but they don't really do a good job of it, I'll say. Let's accept the station estimate there. Station overview is what I want right now. Because we actually have, or should have, enough population here now. At least I think so. Efficiency due to workforce is currently at 102%. So we're currently producing far less engine parts than we should be. 1,944. Probably because the values that I'm seeing right now on the station manager are taking into account full population. And I'm guessing we don't have that yet. Hull part wise, we're doing 4,000 odd hull parts an hour. So yeah, we need more. We definitely need more engine parts. Whoop. God, having to adjust my view on this is a pain in the ass. Ah. Right. At this rate, I might even actually need more workforce. Even with the new additions that I'm making here, we still have enough, barely. But, yeah. One refined metal. Wherever the hell that is. There it is. Okay. That'll have to do. That will have to do. So that will greatly boost the engine part production that we're doing right now. Yeah, building it, like the camera controls and all that for building are just a pain in the ass and a half. Still better than the old system per se, but Actually, what are you doing right now? Okay, he's still got 2 orders to do. Building multiple modules concurrently, adding additional construction ships or something. Or boosting, you know, ways to boost efficiency would be nice. What else? There was something else I know I was thinking of before. Shit. Being able to change the priorities in production. As long as it's not something where, you know, obvious, like the part of the station that it's attached to hasn't been built yet. You can't really alter it. You have to cancel it and then redo it to alter it, which is a pain in the ass and a half. Really gonna make me? Yes, you are. when you get the chance... Actually, never mind. They're still doing their thing here. Actually, wait a minute. Don't we also... Yeah, container capacity is getting full here again. I thought so. So yes, we do also produce weapon components there. Apparently I forgot about that fact. Pardon me. Only 7,000 of them, though. Looks like he's buying 3,000 again. You can't buy any of them because you don't have the storage for it. In that case, I will have you take what we got left over there for engine part production, bring it over here, and trade. There we go. That should be good. Alright, so that's all ready to go. I realized that I've spent... What are we doing here now? Let me tab over. It's been 30 minutes and I've literally not left this location. I've just been screwing around in the interface here, building stations and organizing shit. Which I find hilarious. So, this one here lost... These two lost their actual ship, so... The ship that they were guarding. We actually do have quite a few chimeras right now as well. I don't think the rattlesnakes have any docks, do they? No, actually they do. Okay. That being said... I like how it says attack with commander and attack for commander now. So with attack with commander, they will obviously attack with him. Otherwise, with for, they will intercept enemies that are supposed to be attacking him. So I probably should fix all my other trade fleets and make sure that they are attack for fleets. They're currently set up as defense fleets, and I don't think that's appropriate. But hey. So they're all currently heading over to escort him now. And once they get there, I might see about... attacking the Xenon around the area. So he's over the Animus Spa. So I still need to kill a Xenon K. Downside being that we have a whole bunch of... Oh god. Like, I could potentially take on the Ks there, but it would be... It would be difficult. Oh god. 3 cub rattlesnakes were actually destroyed attempting to kill that thing. As well as a Red Knight First Guard? A Talati Phoenix Sentinel? Dear god, those guys are ridiculous. Yeah, I gotta frickin' dock this ship and get it some upgrades or some more torpedoes or something here, cause yeah. Yeah, we're gonna need some more torpedoes. But yeah, the biggest issue when it comes to mass producing our ships is definitely the hull parts and engine components. So those are the only thing really holding us back now from just outright mass producing everything. Even though I added on a bunch of additional ones to begin with, still not bloody enough. You know what? It's been a long time since I ordered you to do something for me. Let me do that right now.
Hello.
Repair the ship. Get me more torpedoes. Oh, shit. How are we on crew? We're pretty good on crew. You know what? Let me get one more service crew. Just because I can. Go. Alright. What else was I doing that I need her to do?
Activating travel drive.
Good question. Elite Vanguard we have sitting there. Oh, good. The first of those is under production. That's always nice to see. Brand Exchange 1, the Raptor. You know what? Let's get you fully decked out, my friend. You and the Red Knight First Guard. Speaking of which, where is the Red Knight? There it is.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Let's see here, my friend. Raises it up quite a bit for that. Turrets. I'll leave those as is for now. Biggest issue is that you don't have enough. M3 especially. Good. Okay, that's all of those dealt with. Consumables. EMP missiles. What the frack are you doing? I have no service crew, which is not good. Let's get you quite a bit of service crew. Not going to cost me much. And actually, one thing I will do as well, repair him completely. Likewise, let's take the Raptor, and I'll have you fully repaired, my friend. So it's a matter of the shields, more so than the actual turrets themselves. Yeah, the turrets are basically done. It's just that I forgot about the I forgot to max out the shields.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Software is fine. Consumables will have to do. Oh, wait. And one other important bit. Go ahead and repair it up to max. Confirmed. Alright. We're finally docking here now, apparently. I guess we still hadn't docked. I also want to make sure that you are fully prepared, or fully repaired, my friend. Now saving, please wait. Oh, the worst timing. Still saving, please wait. Hiya. Oh god, I'm gonna go take a nap apparently. Jeez. Finally.
We're taking hits.
Who? Who are you and where are you? Profit Center Alpha. I'm in Profit Center Alpha. Who the hell? Again!
Can I help? Goodbye.
There we go. It irritates me when you say, hey, I'm under attack, but you don't tell me what the hell attacked you. I was able to make an educated guess by looking around. But still, that's very aggravating.
Autopilot.
I'm gonna let the
Engage.
autopilot take me there so I can give this guy a proper retrofit order. Yeah, no, let's upgrade that while we're at it. You've already got those, which is
Autopilot.
fine.
Disengaged.
Nano will do plasmas. For the mediums, we'll do pulse. Good. Pairs.
Autopilot engaged.
Argon Pillager Marauder, and suddenly he's a Talati Pillager Marauder. So he keeps changing his icons. Oh, is he already long gone, or where the hell did he go? Oh, there he is. He is doing pirate things.
Autopilot.
Autopilot,
engaged.
stop disengaging, I swear to God. I will smack you myself.
Autopilot disengaged. Minotaur Raider.
Come here, you little devil. You're gonna pay the price for harassing my shit. Matrix number 9. They got some Xenon reconnaissance, apparently. Meow. Let's see.
Nice of you to share this with me. Just drop the cargo. No. Sorry. I will not do that. You're a real nuisance. Looking for a fight, are you? Okay then.
Hey, you're not allowed to do that. You're wrecking my shields. Bad move, pilot.
You filthy pirate.
This is bad.
Yes, it is. For you.
Container.
Nevidium crystal, that's all I get from that. Bah. Oh well. It is what it is. Okay, now. So apparently this trading station is tied to a plot, so that's why it can't be destroyed.
Autopilot engaged.
Right. So I'm going to attempt to disable the eye there, which is not going to be easy. If I can, I'd like to disable all three, but yeah. Yeah. I know how well that usually goes. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I should do now, because a lot of what I have to do is basically just waiting. Because making money takes quite a bit of time. I could do a variety of missions on the in-between, but other than that, there's not a hell of a lot I can do, other than throwing a couple more stations up and waiting for my
Entering system. Right promise.
waiting for my wharf to become more perfect in its production, per se. Because right now, obviously, our production is still bloody low for the two main components that we need. Looks like the storage is coming along nicely, at least, so if I go to the logistics, it should be a lot less pressured now. Actually, let's go back to station information. That'd probably give me a better loadout, or a lowdown here. So yeah, we're currently at 2 million out of 5 million now storage for that, which is good. 2 billion universal build storage, apparently. Damn. Got 8 out of 300 docked ships at the moment.
Entering system.
He's got
Yanamos
20
Zura.
subordinates, so he's doing a pretty damn good job supplying everything we need. Oh god, who did I just ram into there for a second? Nice. Looks like all of the turrets are actually operational here. So we got 257 pulse turrets. 8 argons, that's weird. I thought I put plasma turrets. I don't know why we only have pulse turrets, but whatever. I guess it's better than literally nothing. The one thing I'm not sure of as well... and it doesn't really tell me... is how is our population doing? Here we go. So we're only at
Entering
6% of
system.
our workforce
Matrix.
right now.
Number 451.
Time until the next shift. Optimal number of workers. So here we can see everything. So our optimal number of workers is 7,680. As of right now, we have a maximum of 8,000 workers and only 500 of them. So we need more bloody workers. And as we get more workers, the efficiency of all factories will go up and up and up and up. The hell?
Autopilot K.
Hold up.
Falcon K.
There's an opportunity here. Turn around. Because my whole objective that I actually need to complete is to destroy a K. So since I have the chance here, why the hell not? Disable his engines. Torpedo, go! And boom shakalaka. I don't think I got the credit for that though. Oh well, the rear end of this thing should have some loot somewhere.
Container.
Where?
I have you in my sights. That was not as bad as
Hmm?
Ammunition container.
No, that should have been it. Also, I zipped right past it.
Phoenix. Vanguard. Container. M.
Oh, you little devil. He just whipped out of there. And of course he took off and went 9K away. God damn. I swear. You pesky little... Slow it down.
Container.
Ooh. Sick nano weave.
M.
Got some good stuff there. Alright, let's deal with the rest of these punks. He dead.
N.
He dead. He all kinds dead. Perhaps I should add on the Rise of the
Unknown
Asarian
object.
Raider mod, finally. That would add an additional interesting faction to fight. Actually, two
Container.
factions, I should say. Perhaps I should add that on. Liven things up a bit more.
M.
A couple more M's on the way. Might as well go deal with those. Actually, I can make some bombs with these containers here. Not that I ever actually freaking use them, but hey.
Container.
Oh god. Not the hiccups. No. No. It's actually quite a bit there.
M.
Let's go.
N. N.
And you're
N.
dead. Next. And finally. You silly thing, you shouldn't have slowed down. Have a nice day.
Container.
Loot, 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 loot. Loot all of the things. Brakes. Excellent. Anything else interesting? Oh, just picked up the last of it apparently. Okay. So the biggest aspect of concern is still this lovely
Hi.
fleet over here. Oh yes, we also gained a couple of yeah, hunt down a K. We got a couple of promotions from different factions that I have to go do at some point. It looks like they built another station over here as well. They are very aggravatingly prolific when it comes to that, it seems. What's up, Fire? You adorable brat, you. Right, let's go ahead and do a little quick save here. Since we're gonna charge into the jaws of death once more. Isn't that right, you adorable cat bastard? Yeah. Yeah, because I'm not really sure. This is, again, part of the issue when it comes to not really having a core, story to latch onto here. That I just don't really feel motivated to do much of anything in the universe. Other than I'm thinking eventually I'm just going to see about taking over a sector, and then beyond that, I mean, what else do we actually have that we want to do? Okay, get to the ass. Okay, I got the shield. Focus the other shield. With the shields down, the weapon should be cake. Okay, one more to go.
M. M.
Little pest. Just come straight at me and die. Thank you. Next.
Hull damaged.
Shit. I'm getting hit by the main cannons of the Xenon K there. Yeah, because both of the Ks are now pissed at me. Oh shit, and I can't actively control my ship anymore. I hate it when that frickin' happens. And I died because I couldn't actively control my ship anymore. That is a really god-awful bug. I can't even load my save. I have to wait to go all the way to the main menu. You know what? That's a feature that this game desperately fucking needs. Seriously. This game needs either one of two things. An Eve style, if your ship blows up, you get thrown in an escape pod and you can fly away. Or straight up an upgrade of that where you can, pay to add a teleport coordinate or something to another ship so you can immediately just teleport over there if you lose a ship. Rather than all of this bullshit where you have to frickin' wait 3 minutes to go back to the main menu, then another 5 minutes to load back into the game. Just, come on. Why does it have to be game over if the ship explodes? I have fucking teleportation technology. I should be able to just have something set up to teleport me out if the ship's gonna blow up. But no, now we've gotta wait. That is bloody annoying. Once again, I don't think there's going to be much we can do because I can't freaking take on an eye with 2 Ks guarding it. If they're separated, I can deal with it. If they're not, then well, F me. Hey, TJ. Welcome. There's just nothing I can do there. Mm-hmm. You adorable little shit. But yeah, I mean, it drives me nuts that you get into so many battles, enemies tend to focus you down, and then lo and behold, GG, you lose. It's like, come on. Come on now. That there's a load of crap. It makes it so that you almost don't want to take part in some battles just because you could have 100 ships and still get your ass kicked. It's like, let me transfer ships, damn it. Give me an emergency teleport beacon. Something. I wonder if there's a mod for that. I'm gonna slam on the brakes here because I already know what's gonna happen if I keep going.
Autopilot engaged.
Interesting. We got a free split family rattlesnake ready to be captured over there. Well, I rammed into something. Oh god, they have 2 full fleets in here.
K. Autopilot disengaged.
Good, he stopped.
Oh, damage. Oh, critical.
Why? Oh, that fucker must have shot me. Otherwise, nothing else has got an angle on me to fire. Or enough of an angle to fire. Finally have a chance to take down this god-awful K, or one of them. I'm gonna bloody take it. Take out the other engine, I can take out the lower main guns, and then I can see about just damaging this thing until it dies. But it looks like we got some backup ships on the way to help it out, so... There, that blew up.
M.
He's still 13 kilometers out, but he's getting closer. Alright. Let's disable as much of this piece of crap as I can then.
K.
If I can disable that shield before the gun, it'll be much, much easier to deal with the gun. There we go. Yes, Kitty. Can I help you, Kitty? Holy crap, Kitty.
M.
There you are, you prick. I was waiting for you.
M.
Well, we got another M on the way. Let's take out some more of the main guns. I want this thing being fully vulnerable, because the only thing that can really one-shot me are its guns, so I would rather eliminate that possibility. Here they come. That's that one dealt with.
M.
Another one 6 odd kilometers away. And going away, apparently. He's still 12 kilometers out. And then I have this damn beastie all to myself for a while. At least until they send more troops to piss me off. And I can't seem to target.
K.
Could you not target anything, please? Because my usually middle mouse, when you hit middle mouse button, that should be manual targeting, so it should stop all of the kind of targeting bullshit that it does. Instead, it's still locking on and freaking screwing up my aim, which is mildly aggravating.
N.
Okay. Oh, hi. That's another gun. Come on. Again, still same. I'm trying to target this. Not any other bullshit. Please stop fucking with me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Right. Now we can finally start dealing with this. Dealing with the actual thing itself. So we're able to get about a 20% bit of leeway every time I launch a torpedo then. So basically all I'm doing is waiting for my torpedoes to recharge, launching them, and then trying to keep the shields down enough. This would actually be a good example of where the thermal disintegrators, though, would come into handy. I thought I had that disabled, but I might not have. Who knows? Oh shit, we got another fleet coming in here to help them out. Almost got these shields down, though. I want to focus these down, because if they distract me for a bit, then he's going to be able to get all of his shields back up, and I'd rather that not bloody happen. Another torpedo successfully launched. I'll bring it down to 20%, I hope. No. Need to freaking keep my heat down. Almost there. Almost there. Launch the freaking torpedoes. Launch them now. One more torpedo should completely destroy the shields. Then I can get the F out of Dodge and come back. Torpedo launched. I'll be back for my vengeance. Alright, shield generators have been destroyed.
M.
Yes, Kitty. Can I help you, Kitty? Accurate shots.
M.
Yeah, the
Container.
regen. The good side of Talati shields, the capacity. The bad side of Talati shields, the frickin' slow-ass regen.
K.
Yeah, K shields are completely down, which means it's
M.
nice and vulnerable for destruction, but...
N.
Awaiting orders.
Well, apparently our target's now here, so...
N.
Fire everything! Fire all the guns! There we go.
Container.
There we go.
K. Rattlesnake.
Yeah.
K.
It's actually a fallen family rattlesnake. I thought it was a patriarch rattlesnake. Shows what I know. Launching torpedo! Alright, let's send this thing to Kingdom Come. Fire all of the torpedoes. The moment they're available. %. I like how they're targeting my rather than targeting the ship, my turrets are currently busy destroying the shield generators. Which, I mean, why not? It's part of the ship. Not the part of the ship I really want you to target, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Down to 10%. One more good torpedo should do it. And this freaking mission better be complete with that or I'll be super pissed off.
Great work.
Damn straight it
Container.
is. Mission complete. Hunt for Xenon ship. Come to me, my precious. Ooh, space legs.
S.
And he's gone. Before I could lock onto him.
Asteroid.
Oh well. That away. Steer, damn you. Oh,
Container.
that sucks. That sucks. I've had a lot of issues with things like doing shit like that, unfortunately.
Container.
Aw. That other cluster of shit just disappeared. Lame.
Asteroid.
Now the problem being... Wait, where the hell did he go? Huh? Huh? Say what? Well, that rattlesnake just vanished. Awkward. Very awkward. Well then. Guess I don't need you there after all. It kind of does, the war updates, but overall, the AI when it comes to the actual war system isn't that great, so it both means something and doesn't mean anything. Oh, we actually 100% completed that too. Fantastic.
Autopilot engaged.
Take me away, autopilot. It's supposed to mean that they are,
Rattlesnake.
Oh, there's that rattlesnake I was looking for. It's currently being harassed by them. In that case, I don't care. Because they're supposed to be sending additional forces that way then, but it never seems to mean anything, really.
Entering system. Matrix. Number.
It's
9.
something I hope they refine further,
Autopilot disengaged.
honestly. That was my biggest hope and my biggest disappointment for X4 was the war system. And the guild missions along with it. I was really hoping they'd be a lot more intriguing, a lot more refined, but it was just a bunch of chain missions where you're basically doing the same thing you would be doing for regular missions anyway. And you never really... That's part of what the problem with this game is like you join a faction like that, or
Entering
you join
system. Fires of defeat.
the corporation per se, like the Xenon versus, or the Argon versus the Xenon, and you never really feel like you're actually doing anything. Like, you'll complete a variety of missions for them, and it's not like, you know, it's not like you get contacted by, at least I don't think so. I've never been contacted by them being like, hey, thanks to your efforts in this, and the other thing, we're mounting a large-scale assault against this sector. You may, you know, something along those lines. I've never really seen anything like that happen, so it's kind of like, am I really actually doing anything? And one of the major selling points of this game as well was that everything in the universe would be created and destroyed by the stations in that universe, and yet, you know, how many damn missions did I get to clear a minefield and some random ship just spawned in a location surrounded by mines I could go clear away? So a lot of stuff does still get spawned in, and it just doesn't really feel like I'm accomplishing much of anything, really. I mean, I even have full-on fleet production capabilities now, basically, for the most part, with the exception of course, still needing more engine and hull parts. But that's something that can be improved and adjusted over time as the workforce fills up. But right now, like, I'm already pumping out, I think, 10 Chimeras right now.
Entering system. Argus Ravine.
Alright, let's dock.
Docking granted.
Whoa! Ow. I didn't need those shields. It's fine. It's fine. Voiceovers of the story quests seem to imply that they were going to involve more. Yeah. And again, I really don't like the story
Successfully
missions
docked.
per se. Because the only real benefit I get
It's
from
an honor
these
to have
story
you aboard.
missions is to create a new faction that will, increase, that will set up, do its own thing, and fight, additional conflict in the universe. And sure, more conflict means more money that can be produced, and so on and so forth. But at the same
Hello.
time,
Dragon.
for the amount of money that I'm spending with, because each faction mission, and that too, each of these faction missions, like these core story plot lines or whatever, they're the exact same damn thing basically, with some minor exceptions. It's like, okay, we're gonna form a rebellion, make us a fleet. Wait, what? Yes, get us our separatist fleet. Okay. So not only do they demand me to make them a fleet that they can then use to, spread their influence, start their new empire, but then later on they ask me for even more money or more things and more of this, and what do I get for it? Nothing. I get nothing. All I get is a new faction in the universe.
It's an
And
honor
that's
to
it.
see you here.
And sure, that's nice. That's always a good thing to have, but at the same time, I should almost be the bloody leader of that faction if I'm spending, 600 or 800 million freaking credits to, start your empire there. At the very least, I should be getting something, like a royalty or something from that. I mean, Jesus. But even worse than that, like, I gave the Split their fleet, they declared their independence and all that bullshit, and I had to start out at neutral reputation with that faction. Are you kidding me?
We're happy that you've continued to
It's
work
actually
alongside
these
us
guys
and
right
wanted
here.
to reward you for your efforts. It's
Quarter
an honor
Curves.
to
I
present
started
you
out with
a new
neutral
rank
with them, and I
amongst our
gave them their
organization.
goddamn fleet.
Of course, this rank comes with great benefits. These benefits are tied to the rank. So if you lose the rank, the benefits go too. But with your record, I'm sure we don't have to worry about that. I
Really
hope you find
pisses
these
me
rewards
off.
fitting to the work you've done and make the most of them. Oh,
It honestly
and you may
really
also
pisses
find
me off.
that certain organizations under
What
our
organizations?
jurisdiction now may have
There are no
interest
organizations.
in you joining their ranks. Once again, I thank you for your efforts. We look
Yeah,
forward
that's
to
basically
working
it.
with
Like
you
I
more
was
in
I
the
was getting
future.
to the point now where they're
Speed
asking
wish you
for
fortune.
the next quest for the split, which is the final quest for the split, so that they become their complete faction. They're asking me for 400 million credits. 400 million credits. For 400 million credits, I could get an L and XL fabricator, create my own massive fleet, and take over the goddamn universe.
It's an honor to see you here.
Let me get the police license for you.
Split wish you fortune. It's an honor to see you here.
What do you have for blueprints here? Rattlesnake would be interesting. The Dragon Raider costs 7.3 more time. The Raptor alone costs 326 million. They don't have any modules I can buy. I already own the Thermal Disintegrator MK2s. So I can't even buy the... I can't even
wish
buy
you
the
fortune.
modules from you either. It's... I'm sure there's gotta be... You know what, let me take a look here. Is there an achievement... View all achievements for that. Is there an achievement to finish that plot line? Because, holy hell. Grab 1 billion credits in your account would be nice. Construct 10 stations, oddly enough. Haven't done that. Destroy 20 ad signs, haven't done that. Discover all sectors, so I still haven't discovered all the sectors. Haven't mined the valuable crystal yet. I'm actually getting really close to my rank here for that. I can't do anything venture because it doesn't let me. This one I could probably do. Sign up for a war on opposing sides. Same thing for that. Join the Scale Plate Pact. Yeah, here we go. Complete the split storyline. Go against the Patriarchy requires the split Vendetta. Fist of the Empire. Side with the Patriarch. An authority we trust. Work with the Patriarch police during the plot line. Fill the Patriarch's order. Spear the Patriarch. So, So I'm literally spending 400 million credits at this point for a single achievement. Ugh. Is it worth that much to me? Not particularly, no. But at the same time, it's like... I'm very torn. I'm so torn because there's no real reason or purpose to me taking over a sector almost, per se. Other than the fact that if I take over a sector, I no longer have to pay the fees to build stations in that sector, and I can change some laws in that. But it's not like at least I don't think I get any taxes or anything for it. So I'm kind of like, I'm at a loss. This is where, again, the whole sandbox and almost pure sandbox aspect of this game really fails to do this game justice, because a sandbox only gets you so far. Because eventually you just get tired of running around aimlessly doing whatever. And I'm honestly getting to that point again. Which is why, again, during my previous playthroughs, I never even got the self-sufficient dock up and running, or wharf up and running, just because by that point I'd already gotten so utterly bored with the game, with everything feeling like it's meaningless to do, that it's kind of like, huh. Oh, who's complaining to me again? It's probably the, oh god, hi. Oh god, no! Get out of my chair. There's just not enough purpose in the galaxy to really keep you invested and interested. Then again, that's been an issue with all the X games, to be honest, but at least when they gave you a core plotline mission to go with, it would direct you long enough into the main game to get you going. Like for X3, when that came out, it eventually, once you get to the end of the main mission, not only do you have the Xenon to kind of fend off periodically and pirates, but you also you're basically made hostile towards the Paranid. And I also would pick on the Split, so then I had two factions to go beat on. I mean, I suppose my only real end goal now at this point is to wipe out the Patriarch myself. Of course, saying it and doing it, it's more so a matter of time than anything. Because I'm already producing my own ships. If I manage to produce, raptors, not raptors. If I manage to produce rattlesnakes even in bulk, then we basically won at that point. I could just swarm rattlesnakes like crazy and have them wipe out stations. If I can get a couple of raptors, that would also be just as good. But the biggest issue right now is time. Like, I already spent a good, 20-30 minutes in Seda waiting for all of the different components here to be constructed. Because it takes a god-awful amount of time for a lot of these to be constructed, unfortunately. And even then, this thing is still not complete. Let's take a look at the logistical overview here now for population. We're up to 7% now. So in all the time that we've been playing, in the last 40-odd minutes plus, we've gained 1% to our workforce. So next work shift is an hour. So each work shift apparently is about an hour. God, that sucks. That really sucks. Yeah, engine parts, we're definitely suffering when it comes to engine parts. We got two more coming up here eventually, but right now we're still only at 102% efficiency. I'd love to see how much efficiency would go up to if workforce would max out, but at this rate, we'd have to wait another, like, what, 24 hours just to get my workforce maxed out or something like that, if not more than that? Like, God, no. No, that's so bad. That's so very bad. Why? I don't know what to do with that. I honestly don't know what to do with this thing anymore. Like, if there was some overarching kind of hostile threat to the universe, like the Xenon hive mind spawning in and, you know, starting to spread across the universe, wiping everything out, that would give me something to work towards. That would give me a goal to march towards. But there's not enough of those kind of interesting situations happening to really add any meaning to doing anything here, so I don't know. I do not know. I can see that there's another gate there that I haven't gotten to yet. So I'm gonna go check that out. I don't see anything else leading me to new locations. That might be the last one that I was missing. Alright, let's go. Let's go explore this new sector and potentially the last sector that I'm missing. I mean, hell, I even found several Koch stations. Not like that matters, but hey. That's why
Entering
in
system.
games, in
Fires
space
of
games like
defeat.
this, having an overarching plot is very important. But hey, what can you do? That's why I had a lot of hope when it came to, you know, they were talking about how the split expansion would be the first, like, big main plot line or storyline or something along those lines, and honestly, not really. I suppose I could compare it to Rebirth almost in that sense. Well, Rebirth as well, the story just kind of abruptly ended on that one, really. Somewhat, I should say. Not to mention you were going to war with a evil corporation more so than some universe-ending threat, so it never really had as much impact per se. But yeah, I don't know. I'm at a loss right now as to what I actually want to accomplish. I might have to ask some people for suggestions, or perhaps even add the Rise of the Asarian Raider pack on, which would add a additional hostile faction. Actually, you know what? Actually, two additional hostile factions, I should say, with new ships and interesting bits, which might
Entering system.
improve
Du
things
Grand.
somewhat. Wonder if I can actually pull that up here as well. Let me see. Let's see. I don't think I can get you out of the way. No, that's not on here. Oh, maybe. Workshop. Rise of the Aussian Raider. It would be this one right here. They have some pretty nice looking ships too. balance ships for VRO, which I think I do have. The MK1 ships are marked as battleships and should have equal strength. So that's just an additional bit to this here. So they have quite a few really nice looking ships here, to be honest. That's kind of why I liked the extended mod for X3 as well, because it added a whole bunch of additional ships, content, a whole new universe. Different gates would open up over time, and so on. Please deactivate all sub-mods, they're integrated now. Nice. 2 new factions with 4 new sectors.
Entering system.
The new
Profit
main
Center
faction is
Alpha.
enemy to all factions, begins invading space after you set the difficulty to normal or higher.
Autopilot. Engaged.
Enable the autopilot here. New ships, all ships from other modifications, A-ship mod with many changes and bug fixes, bigger gates and accelerators,
Go ahead.
more animations and
Make
effects.
my day.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Inabandi. Welcome, good sir. Compatibility with the mods. Added a new trader faction with an XL shipyard where you can buy all the mod ships. They exist as MK1 and MK3 variants. MK3s have more hull, shields, turrets, and are only available at the TTC shipyard only. So yeah, they're maybe I will add this just to give it some more, you know, give it a little bit more flavor per se to the universe, because the universe has gotten to the point now where it's getting very dull. So I think we need to spice it up a little bit. Otherwise, I'm not quite sure how much longer I'll continue this. I mean, I've basically been
Entering
streaming
system. Right promise.
this playthrough here since the expansion came out, and we're at the point now where we're at
Entering
what?
system. Trinity Sanctum.
If I go to load game here from what we had before, this save file is now almost 5 days in playtime.
Trinity Sanctum.
God damn. God damn. It's almost over 100 hours of playtime just on this save. Which isn't a massive amount for some people, but still. You know, I usually don't put more, like, if I have 100 hours in a game, you know it's a pretty
Autopilot.
damn good game.
Disengage.
There we go. But yeah, I'm thinking we're going to have to do that. It's the only way I can think of to really add some more spice to the universe. Keep things interesting. Otherwise, who knows? But I still do need to acquire a sector of my own as well. Somewhere nice and central if possible. Maybe I'll take over the Nepilius. Well,
Entering system. Ewas Twin.
there is actually a mod as well that adjusts the Nepilius sectors, but I don't think I'll bother with that one. Ah, it's been a long time since we've been here, that's for damn sure. Almost there.
Requesting immediate backup.
Request denied. And away we go. So that's about all I can think of at this point, because there's not really much else. I wonder if there's any mods that increase the rate at which workforce generates, because otherwise it's going to be horrifyingly slow for the accumulation of workforce. I definitely would like to accelerate that more, but who knows. Anyway, I probably won't do too much else here. Once we get to this sector, I'll screw around a little bit, check up on some ships perhaps, and then we'll maybe call it
Entering
with that.
Ewas Twin. 3.
Slowly turn over to the right. Ever so slowly. You can see some battles going on in the distance.
Demeter. Vanguard.
between the God Realm
Minotaur.
and Scaleplate
Raider.
Pact. That's just another Minotaur Raider. And that's another thing as well, like, they just, like, the Pirate Raiders just show up out of thin air, so they again just spawn. They aren't, like, getting created at any pirate stations or ports and then being sent around the universe. They just show up and harass ships. It is becoming harder and harder, as always, to keep going on this. It always gets to that point where I eventually just kind of give up on it, because frankly this game, like many games of its type, is a massive time sink. Like, you can put
Empty
a
space.
lot of hours into this. Almost an absurd amount of hours into this that could be spent on, you know, games that you can actually finish, per se. Because the only end goal in this is one that you make yourself. God knows, literally, if I'd ignored the split plotline and all of that and just kind of did my own thing, all the while pissing off the Patriarchs, I would have had more than enough money by now to have, again, the L and probably even XL shipyard. Although I would have had to have sacrificed, you know, spent a good bit of time using the reverse engineer mod to, because God knows the blueprints are way too expensive. Probably would have taken an absurd amount of time to research those, but still I would have done it. And I'd be producing my own raptors and rattlesnakes by now. But no. Grumble, grumble, grumble. And even with all the trade ships I have, they're not really operating very
Entering
well.
EWAS Twin for the Cove.
The Cove, eh? Nevidium ore. Now the question is, what am I still missing? That's an inactive jump gate. There's the Kach station, which is actually currently surrounded by the Pyramid. Yeah, what systems am I still missing? I honestly don't know. Oh well. Couple of laser towers around here. So we got a couple of stations in the area scattered around, but beyond that, not much of any of interest per se. Let's see. Alia's Misfortune. Didn't really explore much in here. Another inactive jump gate there. Unknown station. I've tried holding them back and don't seem to be able to stem the tide. I've been playing whack-a-mole with their bases and the free... I actually, yes. Again, that's part of the issue where... like, the whole point of X4 was that ships weren't supposed to magically pop out of just nowhere, thin air. They would have their shipyards, their wharves, They would have to bring resources to these stations to build ships and then send those ships out to wherever they want them to go. Problem being that ships still spawn out of thin air. So I took over after a long, hard-fought battle and getting sick and tired of all the I's and K's that kept coming out of 451 and invading Yanimus Zura. I finally went in there with the Talati fleets distracting and wiped out everything in Matrix 451. Everything in the whole sector was gone. Like, all of their stations were destroyed and so on and so forth. And the Talati were starting to build up in there. They put a couple of stations down, but before those could be finished up, they sent another several fleets in here and then just retook it and rebuilt it within a short span of time. So, yeah. The only way the Xenons stop is if you stop them, really. You can't rely on the other frickin' factions to do much, except the Paranid. The Paranid are the only ones who've successfully managed to take over a sector and keep it. Let's head out there, you know. Let's try that one. Because they took over Faulty Logic 1 and they actually took it over fairly early on in the game and they still have it. They very, very firmly own that sector. Yeah, there's Alia's Misfortune 1, Alia's Misfortune 3, so clearly there's got to be an Alia's Misfortune 2 somewhere in that. Getsufune.
Entering Iwa's Twin 3.
It's just one of those things where, oh god, did they actually freaking finally destroy that? Holy shit, they finally destroyed that trading station. Well then, so much for it being plot important. I guess because I finally entered the sector, they were able to do it.
Disengaged.
That's going to be interesting because now those fleets that I'm engaging that are going to be free to go off and screw with other things. But yeah, other races just seem so
engaged.
Incompetently unable to deal with the Xenon. Like, for real, dealing with them isn't all that difficult. Hell, I can literally do it myself as long as it's 1-to-1. But their cap ships in general are just so disgustingly weak when it comes to fighting the Xenon that they get wiped out constantly. Which is somewhat good for me because then I can sell them more parts, but, you know, still. It's aggravating when they get defeated so damned easily. But yeah, the biggest issue as well is that they will very easily rebuild their stations simply because they'll send one little dinky S-class ship into an area and they'll start supplying it immediately. It's incredibly aggravating how quickly the Xenon can rebuild their shit. Like,
entering Iwa's Twin 1.
Personally speaking, I really would hope that there would have been a lot more emphasis on the wharfs and the station and the shipyards themselves. You know, these should have been deemed as like a critical infrastructure and defended like such and function as they were supposed to, in that production chains are set up specifically to supply these damn things with resources so that they can pump out ships like crazy for whatever purpose they're needed. But it's just like anything else in the universe where it's like, oh, it gets blown up rather easily and then they just replace it with a new one somewhere else. And for that period of time, you don't really have access to that ship. What is it? Oh yeah, it was Fallout 4. That was the one that reminds me of this in that sense. Where it's like, it had all of these shiny features, but each of those shiny features lacked anything resembling depth.
Entering system. Trinity Sanctum.
Like, within the first 20-odd minutes of playing that game, you could have, you know, a well-built settlement, you could have power armor, you could have some of the best weapons in the game, all within a very short, relatively short amount of time. And no matter how many settlements you build, no matter how many defenses, or how well, you know, how well off that settlement is, it doesn't really matter because, you know, there's still going to be some idiot that gets captured, or some other bullshit that happens, and all in all, there's just, you know, they're all basically the same damn variant, or a variant of the same damn thing, and that they don't have any real meaning to them. You know, there's not like, oh, you're building a base in the quarry, so you can get more of this specific type of resource to then spend at other
Entering
settlements or
system.
something.
Unholy retribution.
Or this area here has nice clean water, therefore makes a really good place to, you know, build a lot of food, per se. Production. There's none of that. There's a lot of games where they have,
Ice mists.
you know, features that really could become something, you know, for people to talk about for ages to come, but then at the end of the day, they just kind of fall short every time. It's disappointing, but it is what it is in that regard, because again, it's not easy. Making games is not easy.
Entering
Especially when it
system.
comes to dealing with AI.
Pontifex's
AI
claim.
is ridiculously difficult at times. And God knows, a lot of the
Entering
features that I would
system.
like to
Holy
see
vision.
could very much so be technically impossible or close enough to it that they would just never be able to manage to implement it. So it's one of those things where it's like, I would love to see this, but it's probably never going to happen. I could say the same with my many critiques of zombie-based games. Yes, Kitty. I know, Kitty. I'll be paying attention to you soon, Kitty. In that every single damn multiplayer-esque zombie survival game has always been less about the zombies and more so about killing other players.
Destroyer.
Because the zombies are never as much of a
Entering
threat
system.
to
Faulty
actually
logic.
force people to work together like it should. That's always been a huge grievance of mine. And I'm sure that will continue for an eternity. But yeah, like Xenon-wise, that station down there at He Was Twin, they couldn't destroy that for the longest time. They finally did now, obviously, because I went into the sector, which, yeah, whoops. But hey, whatever. It was bound to happen one way or the other. But yeah, they had a massive fleet around that, like, I think 2 I's, 6 K's, and dozens of P's and M's. And now, unfortunately, that fleet is free to rain havoc around those systems because, hey, the Talati are massive pushovers, but they're great for trade. Oh, they're great traders, but they're not so great at defending their shit, apparently. Hi, Caramba. I don't even know if this is the right sector for this. Like, there could be... there might not be any gate that links these two together, or the gate that leads to Misfortune 2 could be on the other side, thus wasting any time it takes to get there. You know, I have no idea. We'll be finding out sometime soon, hopefully. See, there's always many things I would like to see, but probably will never see in that sense.
Entering faulty logic. 7. Jump gate. Atya's misfortune.
How are they doing on establishing Now they're still trying to build that defense platform here. Got multiple lockboxes in the area that I still haven't gotten around to acquiring, but hey. It is what it is. You are such a pain in my ass, you know that? I keep putting you down and you keep hopping back up. Stop it. Stop it, you adorable misfit, you. But yeah, I guess at the end of the day, we can only make of it what we can. Throw a couple of mods on there to make it more interesting, and then, hey, see where it goes, basically. Another minefield to zip through. How much money do I currently have incoming? 5.2. That's kind of terrible, honestly. Kind of terrible. Like, I should be consistently, because the amount of traders that I have out there right now, I should be consistently making at least like 10 million per run, but I don't know, maybe the trade script, who knows. But it's significantly reduced from what it used to be. No, you don't. Not this time.
Unknown ship.
Oh, that's an eye. I can tell from here. It ain't unknown to me. A Branch 9 Destroyer eye. No, thank you.
Entering system. Atya's misfortune.
We'll just go forward, I guess. That's the only way I'm going to find anything. Stop it! This unknown station out there is going to be the one we're looking for. 99.9% chance of no. No, it's not. But hey, let's go check it out. And while we're at it, we'll deploy some probes. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Woo! I dodged that bullet. Deploy a nice little satellite around here. See a different set of rocks over there. Another station to the right. Yeah, that's just another one of their stations. And actually, we can see from the red
Unknown
glow
object.
of those rocks there.
Unknown object. Unknown object.
That's what they were drawing power from. Somehow, in some way, some fashion. But yeah, I'll probably complete the map. I'll probably end up completing the map, but beyond that, I'm not sure what else I should really... Well, there's the gate I'm looking for. At least one of them. Huzzah!
Unknown station.
Now, will it bring me to Fortune 2? And I rammed into that. I knew I would. Shit. And now I can't frickin' move because my ship is currently going backwards.
End.
That's what you get. Alright, let's go. fuck, Travel Drive? Why are you not initiating?
Autopilot disengaged.
That was very weird. Don't do that
Unknown
again.
station. Superhighway Atya's Misfortune 1.
So that takes us to Misfortune 1. But I still don't know where the hell... Maybe on the other side we'll find the one that takes us to Misfortune 2. Who knows? Go ahead and deploy a satellite there. Looks like they have a defense station or something guarding it. Alright. Not to mention that there's a lot of bullshit features at times that the game has, namely in that, for example, if I decide to attack a Patriarch ship in Talati space because they're not at war with each other, I get punished for that. However,
Entering Atya's
if they
Misfortune
do the same
1.
damn thing, if they just, decide to attack my ships in
Unknown
Talati
station.
space because, they were basically at war, they hate my guts, the feeling is mutual, then they don't really get punished for that. I guess it's a matter of a faction versus a individual. Yeah. I don't know. That's a Xenon wharf there. Yeah, I have no idea where another gate would be. I guess I'll have to go for this station right here then. It's one of those things where you're just kind of like, what the hell? Oh, that might actually be it. That is it, actually. Fantastic, so we found it. Perfect. $242 million. Unless that's
Unknown
a ship.
station.
Oh no, that's just a shipyard. I thought it was 2 gates, but no, it's just a bloody shipyard. God damn it. They got 2 Xenon defense platforms nearby too, which is appropriate considering it's a Xenon shipyard. I really wonder which system I'm missing, though. Yeah, what system could I possibly be missing at this point? I really don't know. I might have to look around at some point. We'll see. I think I'm gonna give it up there for now, though. Let's take a look at the progress of our actual station. So right now the basics of this are ready to go. Energy cell production is being established, so it just needs a manager to take over. I'll have to do that at some
Taking
point.
serious damage.
No?
Affirmative.
Grand Exchange Sector 1. For real. Yeah, those definitely needed to be set to intercept. 'Cause
Jump
right
gate.
now
Frontier
they're
edge.
not doing shit like they should be. Alright, let me check up the other two here quickly. That's a little bit of money. Likewise, a little bit of money. I'll take it. Looks like they had one of the ad ships
Awaiting orders.
attempted to... What? What? Oh yeah, because we're
Entering
both apparently
system.
in
Frontier
the
edge.
cockpit right now together. Somehow. Don't ask questions, I guess.
You're making a big mistake.
You were done for. Not bad for a piece of machinery.
Are you insulting the Xenon? Of course you are. We'll deploy a couple of probes on the way. Hydrogen ore and silicon. What about here? I thought I deployed some, but I guess not. Hydrogen, nevidium, ore, and silicon. Faulty logic I never bothered with. An interesting thing, though, is apparently if you take over faulty logic 2, all of the mines there are supposedly supposed to switch to your faction. Does that actually happen? I have no idea, but apparently that's supposed to be one interesting little thing that could potentially happen. I think I'm gonna save things up there, call it for now. I'll have to definitely think on whether or not I want to add the Aussie and Raiders pack for next time or not. Just to add more spice to things, because again, all we can really do, all the things we could accomplish right now are just a matter of time at this point, and how much time do I actually want to put into it is the question. Because especially with how slow the procurement of workforce is, I mean, it's been another about, 40 minutes since we last checked. And we're probably still only up another... No, we're not even up another 1%. It's another 10 minutes until we gain another... You know what, let's see here. Let's see what we will get for that. Logistical overview.
We're taking hits.
Who?
Confirmed.
$2,000. Yes, $2,000 is now full of xenon. Lovely. Huzzah for the local defense force doing their job. He's dead. He's not getting away from that. There's xenon peas everywhere around him. He's dead. That's aggravating. But what can you do? Ain't nothing gonna save that. Not even if I take over. Alright, let's see what happens when this ticks over. If we're gonna gain any workforce here. So we're just under 600. Let's see what happens. I swear, if we gain like another 200 or something, I'm gonna be annoyed. If it goes up to like 8%, I'm gonna just like lose it, because then that would literally mean that it's gonna take another, like what, 60 plus hours, if not more than that, to fill up the workforce. Just no. In this universe, how many billions of people are there? And apparently I can't hire 8,000 people. I must have a very shitty incentive package. I don't know. I'm sure I am. Hmm, 2.5 minutes. There we go. Almost there. "40 seconds. And tick. So we gained nothing? Oh, it went up to 610. That's another 60 minutes until the next shift. That is what I call torture there. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about that. Well, at least the last of the L containers are almost done. That's something, I guess. Then it's all the defense platforms, the last of the base connectors, and then the new engine and refined metal production. But so much ugh right now. Like, to get the amount of workforce required, it's bad enough the cost to acquire the blueprint for that damn thing and to build all of the requirements that they need to keep them satisfied, but then to have the actual production of workforce be so disgustingly slow, just... I'm tired. I am far too tired of that. I am gonna have to find something that maybe increases the rate of that, because that's just horrifyingly bad. Regardless, though, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Definitely have yourselves a great one, and I will debate and figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with this thing next, because, yeah, it's getting a little bit ridiculous. But anyway,